What's up guys, welcome to Ride the Coffee Bean. Today I'm pretty excited. I have gotten my first sponsored product, the Outin portable espresso maker. This is a machine that I have been curious about for a long time. I love camping and traveling and I love espresso. So if this actually can produce good coffee, it's right up my alley. I first was introduced to this product when I was in Athens at the World of Coffee a couple of years ago. And I've been very curious to try it ever since. So in this video, I want to test it out. First here in a roastery setting, in a professional setting. Right now I'm at Langøras Coffee Roasters where I work. And I have a Brazil espresso that I'm pretty familiar with. I know how it should taste, and it's gonna make it pretty easy to see what I can get out of this machine. Personally, when I go camping and traveling, I want things to be as simple as possible. I don't want to be dealing with all of the nerdy parts. I enjoy geeking out over coffee, but I think that's more fun in a professional setting, in a coffee bar or in a coffee roastery. So with this one, when I'm traveling, I want to just make a good coffee, as quickly and as simple as possible without too much fuzz. So out of the box, it comes with a device that you can put, or a container that you can put a capsule in. You just put the capsule in here and put it in, and then screw this on. But it also comes with this 8-gram filter basket. Personally, I think this is the most interesting thing. I like to grind my own coffee and make it as fresh as possible. But if you want convenience, capsules are also good. And now there are some pretty good specialty coffee capsules as well. With this 8-gram basket, it's a little bit too small for me. If I'm making a coffee, I want a little bit more than just a single shot. So they also sent me this Nano Basket Plus, which is an 18-gram basket that allows me to get a full, proper shot of coffee. In here you get a tamper, a funnel, and a filter basket, and of course the device to screw it onto the machine with. So let's try the 18-gram basket and make an espresso. Cool thing about this is that you can use hot water, of course, if you have that available, but you can also heat the water with the internal battery. So you can get up to 200 shots if you use hot water, according to the manufacturer, or if you use the battery to heat the water, you get 3 to 4 shots. So it uses quite a lot of battery. But if you're traveling and you want an espresso on the airplane, for example, or if you're out in the forest and just want a quick espresso, it's enough to heat up your water. Inside the water tank, you have lines that tells you how much water you're putting in, but we also have a scale here, so let's try to use that. So now on an 18-gram shots, I'm trying 70 milliliters. Put the lid on. All you have to do is double tap this button, and the machine builds up pressure and then produces an espresso. Let's see how long it takes from beginning. That was a 39-second shot. It's a little bit long. Let's see what it tastes like. It looks very nice. Nice crema. Smells very nice too. That's actually a pretty decent shot. Slightly salty. I think with some grind adjustments, you can actually make a pretty decent espresso from this. After playing around with this for a while now and adjusting grind settings, trying to perfect it. I'm pleasantly surprised. I did not expect it to produce coffee of this quality, to be honest. I've been very skeptical of these portable espresso makers. I've tried the Wakako Pico press, and that's okay, but you have to manually build pressure, which kind of makes it very unstable. This one produces a steady, stable pressure. So the extraction is pretty good, actually. Of course, it's not quite up to cafe standards, but that shouldn't be expected either. So now I guess it is time to bring it out into the forest. Let's go camping and see how well does it make coffee in the wild. Cool. This is a perfect spot. Let's put up the hammock. There we go. Now let's make some coffee. Now, of course, I'm bringing the larger 18-gram baskets because that's just better. It's a little bit tricky because I don't have a scale with me. So it's kind of eye measurement and a kind of kamikaze brew. And then let's try to tamp it. I think I was grinding a little bit coarse now. And now, for convenience sake, let's try to use cold water and use the heating function. So let's try 70 milliliters. And then we hold the button for 2 seconds and it starts heating. Now it's gonna take a while to heat. So I guess we just have to be patient. Let's go hang out in the hammock. It's a little bit tricky with water. This is nice. I wonder how long it's gonna take. In the meantime, I can just sit here and chill and enjoy this beautiful view. Oh, here it comes. And it starts brewing. A little bit splashy. I think that was a little bit fast. I think the grind was a bit too coarse, but let's see what this tastes like. It keeps dripping. So if I'm in a hammock, it's kind of hard I can't really put it down anywhere. I kind of have to just hold it. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Maybe it should have had some drip tray or something. What does it taste like? It's a little bit weak, but it's actually, it's okay. I don't think the temperature is quite right, because this feels a little bit under extracted. Feels like it's the water temperature doesn't get to 96 degrees, which it ideally should. But it's not unpleasant. It's probably one of the better espressos I've had in a hammock, to be honest. I don't really drink that much espresso in a hammock, but yeah. Today I am in a village called Reine in the Lofoten Islands, and this place is just stunning. And I want a coffee. Now it starts to heat. There, and it starts dripping. It kind of struggles to get up in temperature. I also brought it to my friends Adrian and Silja at Coffee Roasters. Adrian has won the Norwegian Barista Championship multiple times, and Silje is a world barista judge. So I was curious to hear what they thought about it.
Skjer det noe? Aha! Den er thick, da.
Kenneth, vær så god. Dette er en veldig...
Det der viskasset i yes.
Ja.
Krema også yes.
Både yes.
Det er det natt, ikke sant?
Intens.
Do we want to? Oh no. Oh no.
The grind was a bit too fine, so attempt number 2.
Okay, let's try.
Yep. Her er kombinert espresso-lager og seksleketøy.
Når vi lærer å pakke til motorsykkel, så lærer vi at du aldri skal ha med noe som du ikke kan bruke til minst 2 ting.
Ja, perfekt.
Perfekt.
Hvordan er det diskutert nå? Bedre?
Ja.
Bedre?
Ja.
Det er ikke så sirupsaktig.
Det lukter mye bedre.
Du ser så overrasket ut.
Altså, den er dårlig.
Sammen med sånn her bekymret skrok.
Det her går an ikke.
Gjør det?
Ja. Intenst.
Oi.
Men...
Litt salt, men...
Altså, på tur... Hvis jeg var på en fjelltopp, og noen som har smakt på det her, så har jeg sagt, det var bedre enn jeg forventet å få på en fjelltopp. Så hvis jeg er på tur, og alternativet er å gå innom en veikro og få en espresso på en sånn helautomatisk maskin, eller der, og brygge den selv med litt varmt vann.
Hvis du er på flyet,
Ja.
heller det her enn flykaffe.
Ja.
Absolutt.
Ja.
Men det krever litt tweaking med kverningsgrad og vannmengde. Anbefalt håndvekt.
Now I've been out traveling. I've made coffee in a few different scenarios and locations, and I've gotten to experience how it actually functions in real life. And to be honest, I'm quite impressed with it. It is probably the best portable espresso maker that I have tried. Of course, if you have the big lever machines that you can bring with you, they probably produce better espresso, but that's also a lot more cumbersome and heavy and not really... I've never been a huge fan of these like camping lever machines. It just takes too much effort. When I'm in the forest, I want to enjoy my surroundings. So with that in mind, I think I would recommend this. This is a pretty good espresso maker. I know I said in the beginning of this video it's a sponsored video, which it is, but my honest opinion is that it surpasses my original expectations of it. I've had better espressos from professional machines, of course, but I don't think you can compare it to that either. So if you're really into espresso and want a simple and quick way to make coffee when you're out traveling, this is actually a pretty good purchase. Some of the drawbacks, I think, is it's not the easiest thing to clean properly, because you need to like empty the coffee, of course, and then there's always grounds and stuff stuck in the filter baskets, so you need water to rinse it out and then dry it out for the next shot. So it's a little bit cumbersome to make espresso and stuff in the wilds, because it's just a little bit annoying to clean. It's not a big problem, but for me that's one of the things that yeah, it's not a huge problem, it's just a little bit annoying. The small filter basket is a little bit too small, so to get full use out of it, you kind of have to get the Nano Basket Plus, which is a little bit more expensive again, so you have to spend a little bit more money. And when you get that, you also have the tamper that you don't really know where to put. You have to keep this loose in your bag or whatever, which is a little bit annoying, and I've ended up losing this several times. And luckily I found it again. But I wish there was some way of putting this on it somehow so that it wouldn't get lost. And I think the filter basket, the 8-gram basket that it comes with, is kind of useless, personally, because it's harder to get a good extraction with the smaller basket, and I could never really get a really good tasting coffee with the small basket. So you kind of need to upgrade it if you really want to get the most out of it. That's a little bit of a drawback, but if you do that, you can get pretty good espresso. And it also comes with this needle tool that I also managed to lose. So if there was like a pocket or somewhere to put that into it somehow, maybe in the next iteration of it they can think of that. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Because when I'm camping, when I'm traveling, I want things to be as compact and as simple as possible. I don't like to have all of these loose parts that I risk losing, because I'm kind of distracted all the time. But all in all, absolutely a decent product that I would recommend if you want espresso on the road. Whatever you do with this, it makes much better coffee than what you are able to get in any like airport or airplane or train or anything like this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little review. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe and ring the bell, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.